Today is January 1st, 2023, and to start off the new year, I want to show off some mobile games to look forward to. 2022 was an alright year for mobile games, but in 2023, we have a ton of amazing games that simply excite me. This video will not only show the games that you expect me to talk about, but I'll also be showing games that I'm predicting to have a global release this year from various other regions, and some titles that you may have never seen or heard of. Anyways, let's get it poppin'. To kick this off, let's start with Reverse 1999. This game was introduced to us early last year, and we've seen 2 beta tests for the game in the same year. While the gameplay may not be for everyone as it utilizes a turn-based card system for its battle mechanics, the story, characters, voice acting, and art within this game is absolutely fantastic. Last year, we discovered that not only a Chinese version is coming, but also a global version and Japanese version of the game as well, with English voice acting. As we await more news on the game, it's safe to say that they are planning something huge for this title, and you may even hear about something very soon. Project Snow is a gacha third-person shooter expected to launch on both mobile devices as well as PC. Last year, the game was in both Chinese and global beta testing, with the global beta test being under NDA, but as I specified in my last video for the game, a Chinese version number has been granted permitting them to release the game, and a reliable source also shared that the global closed beta test may be happening in the later half of 2023. I'm looking forward to seeing all the improvements that they've made to this game and finally enjoying the story in English with all of you. Miss Sequence is a game that caught me by surprise. An active SRPG that allows you to control various actions of your units while also moving them across the field for a unique type of battle system. The gameplay felt really good and smooth for the early tests that I participated in, but I'm anticipating at least hearing about a global version sometime this year. Fingers crossed. DragonSpire is a brand new anime roguelike action RPG coming from Lionheart Games for both mobile and PC via Steam. They've been teasing the gameplay for this title for months and even attending events to show off the game. From the look of it, this game looks aesthetically pleasing, and I'm hoping the gameplay feels just as good as it looks. Lionheart Games has stated that the game will focus on both single player and co-op functionality, which makes me kind of excited to play the game and challenge hard bosses with my friends. DragonSpire is slated to release in 2023, and I'll be sure to showcase the game once it's available for all of us to play. Mecha Attack is an open-world action RPG that looks absolutely fantastic. The creator of this title is attempting to release Mecha Attack on both mobile devices as well as the PC platform with the assistance of Unreal Engine 5. Judging by the gameplay on the screen at this very moment, it's safe to say that the team working on this game is hard at work making sure that the combat is fun and fluid. I'm really excited to see what the game will look like and play like in its final form, as everything seen here is in early development. Honkai Star Rail is a turn-based RPG by Hoyoverse, the studio behind Honkai Impact 3rd and Genshin Impact, and I couldn't be more excited after playing 2 of the previous beta tests. The game focuses on storytelling with pure turn-based battle mechanics that will attract many fans of both old-school JRPGs as well as those who love storytelling from the previous games like Honkai Impact 3rd. I'm expecting to hear something about the game very soon, and hopefully a beta will be announced along with it, but till more information comes forward, we'll just have to wait and see. Zenless Zone Zero is another game from Hoyoverse, and it's their new take on a roguelike action RPG. I had the opportunity to participate in the beta test that took place in mid-2022, and I have to say this game has a lot of potential. The combat is so much fun and very fluid. The story is interesting, the graphics and art was fantastic, but the one thing that I didn't enjoy was the roguelike elements, as it, in my opinion, needed a new direction. Despite knowing this, the game felt really good and was very exciting to play. I'm looking forward to seeing more on this game in 2023 and hoping this game lives up to its potential as Hoyo's next massive action RPG. Project Nornium, a brand new game from the developers of the cancelled Alzora no Zapuria, which was also highly anticipated. After seeing live gameplay on both a mobile device as well as the PC variant of the game running on Unreal Engine 5, this action RPG looks incredible, and I'm sure we aren't too far off from hearing some official news on the game. After speaking with the developers behind the game, they seem really excited to share what they've created with the world, and I'm looking forward to showcasing the game here on this channel and seeing what the story is like. Archeland, a brand new anime SRPG that resembles games like Fire Emblem. The game is available now in Korea, but a global version has been confirmed through the developer's global Twitter page, and after playing the game, I'm quite excited to see the improvements that will be made before releasing globally. A release date has not been announced for the global version, but once new information on the game becomes available, I'll be sharing it here on this channel. Heroes Frontline 2 is a turn-based RPG similar to that of XCOM. I had the opportunity to play the second closed beta in Chinese, and what I played was incredibly fun. But what worries me is that the developers have been so quiet about this game's existence and development, even after announcing another closed beta back in May of 2022 that still has yet to surface. I'm hoping that 2023 will be the year this game finally releases globally and in China for all of us to enjoy, but we'll have to wait and see if that actually happens. Aether Gazer is another action RPG coming to mobile devices. The game is available in China as we speak, so it is possible to play the game. However, we've had the opportunity to play the global closed beta test at the end of 2022. Right after that beta ended, the game was delayed to 2023, early 2023 to be exact, with the promise of English voiceovers and changes that would benefit the players outside of China. I'm hoping that Yostar puts a lot of money into this game and helps it grow into the possible gem that it could be. Only time will tell, but I'm really hoping. Eversoul is a new game by Kakao Games that launches in only a few days. This title comes from Korea and looks a lot like a King's Raid style game. From what has been shown off so far, the game looks incredible, but only time will tell if it actually has the standing power to last for a long period of time and make enough money to make the game even better. We'll just have to wait and see how much these developers and publishers believe in this title. Outerplane is another title that I had the opportunity of playing back when they had a short beta test in 2022, and I quickly compared it to that of Epic 7, a super grindy style turn-based RPG that could be a massive hit if the level of quality and content is put into this game to help it stand against titles like Epic 7, which is still dominating although the game was released back in 2018. The beta test set some decent expectations, but we'll have to wait and see if it can actually meet those expectations and exceed them. Heaven Burns Red. I'm once again trying to manifest a global version by talking about it in one of my videos. Heaven Burns Red is a turn-based RPG available on mobile and PC via Steam that has some of the best storytelling, gameplay, and art, and overall quality that I've seen in a game of this nature in a very long time. It's already a massive hit in Japan, and I know it can do just the same, if not better, in the global market. Here's to hoping we see this game in English very, very soon. Ground Dust 2 reminds me of an old school JRPG, something like that of Chrono Trigger, which is why it excites me so much. The team over at NeoWiz is currently working hard to make sure that a good build of the game is available for early access beta testing by January 10th, 2023, and I'm hoping that we can get our hands on it and see if it can meet the expectations that are set for it. While very little details are known about the game, I'm sure we'll hear something before the beta takes place, but even if we don't, I'm really hoping that I simply get into the game so I can play it with all of you. Higan Eruthyll has had quite a few beta tests in the past year, and players of these betas seem to have very high hopes for the title as it reeks of quality. Every story sequence is animated with voice acting, the gameplay is fun and straightforward, the characters, graphics, and art are all amazing. Now, we just need a release date so we'll know when to prepare for the game's release. I'm really excited for this one, I just really hope they do it justice. Arknights Endfield was revealed in 2022, but we've seen very little on the game, and while I like to say it's an open world entry in the Arknights universe, I'm still not sure. The game has shown a bit of exploration, but we have yet to see any battle sequences, puzzles, or whatever the game will consist of. While I'm excited for the game, I'm trying to keep my expectations a bit tame till I know more about the game, and share more about it here on this channel. I do believe Hypergriff can create another masterpiece, so here's to seeing more in 2023. Astris is the first premium game from Hypergriff, the creators of Arknights and the upcoming Arknights Endfield. When I say premium, I mean a paid game that will be completable when the game is released. Gameplay shown appears to be a turn-based RPG with possibly an open world. The characters shown so far are very interesting, and the combat seems to have a few mechanics that are new to the turn-based genre. So I'm really excited for this game, and I have a very good feeling that we'll see these new games in 2023, but only time will tell. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis was announced to be released in 2022, but then was pushed back into 2023. Well, the beta was pushed back to summer 2023. This game will give mobile players the full story within the universe of Final Fantasy VII, including movies like Advent Children will all be playable. The battle system within Ever Crisis seems a bit strange, but I'm really excited to try it out. Let's just hope that this game is actually good when the beta releases in summer of 2023. The Division Resurgence is another open world multiplayer RPG, and after playing the previous beta, I have to say that this is the full Division experience, but on a mobile device. Very little needs to be said about this series as it's well known, and those who love it may be pleasantly surprised with how much quality has gone into the development of this title. I'm really excited for this to finally release and experience it with my friends. Wuthering Waves is the first open world title coming from the creators of the amazing mobile game Punishing Grey Raven. Girl Games seems to be taking everything they learned with the combat and the storytelling of PGR and bringing it over to an open world setting. This game appears to be very dark and I'm here for it. Only time will tell if it will live up to the hype, but we'll see. We will see. 7 Deadly Sins Origin, an open world title set in the world built by the popular anime series 7 Deadly Sins. While we haven't seen much actual gameplay, it looks like the team involved in the development of this title has some huge plans, assuming that they can actually pull off what was shown off in their trailers. The thing that worries me about this title is that they spent a lot of time creating CG trailers instead of authentic gameplay trailers that would get everyone hyped, but this may not be a big deal at all. I'm looking forward to seeing if they can actually make this a game that we can enjoy for years to come. Solo Leveling Arise is a highly anticipated title based off of the popular web novel that is loved worldwide. The gameplay shown off only a few months ago appears to be going for an action RPG hack and slash style of gameplay, but with no multiplayer aspects at all besides the competitive leaderboards. Solo Leveling Arise will be available on both mobile devices as well as PC, and I'm looking forward to playing this one because it just looks like so much fun. Ring of Fire Prometheus is a game that we've been waiting for since the trailer was first released in 2022. This game looks very, very unique, and I'm hoping to have an opportunity to check out the game sometime in 2023. Not much is known about the game and how it actually plays. We've seen a gameplay trailer, but we don't know how much of that is actually how the game plays. Despite a playtest taking place in late 2022, and no date has been shared, but I have a good feeling that in 2023, we'll see more of this highly anticipated action RPG. Cross your fingers. And that's it for my list of mobile games that I'm highly anticipating in 2023. I'm sure there are a ton of games that I've forgotten, but this should give you an idea as to how excited you should be for mobile gaming in 2023. Let me know in the comment section what game you're the most excited about and if I've forgotten anything. Have a wonderful day, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay chaotic. Bye-bye now.